I've been doing Jeff Nippard's push-pull leg workout for an entire year. How easy is it to follow? What made me stay for an entire year? And how does it feel to someone who's starting out new in the gym? These are just some of the questions I hope to answer today, so let's jump right into it. So who is Jeff Nippard in the first place? Jeff Nippard is a natural Canadian bodybuilder and powerlifter who transitioned to making science-based fitness content on YouTube. The main reasons why I was gravitated towards his videos is because he always had a science-based rationale behind his videos to back up every claim he made for his training programs. If you haven't heard of him already, I would highly recommend checking out his channel in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump right into our first leg workout.
Okay, so starting off, we have our first workout, which is a quad focused leg day. He gets in a quick warm-up and then moves on to a pyramid squat warm-up to really focus on technique for heavier sets. As we can see here, I do a quick warm-up as well with a lighter weight of 135 on the bar. Notice how I'm deliberately trying to get a full range of motion through each rep. The actual workout has 3 sets of 4 reps at 80% 1 rep max, but for me personally, I changed up my workout a little bit to 4 sets of 5 reps on squat, with the last set being a drop set. So as we can see here, I'm trying my best to not compromise at all on my technique even when I have my repping weight of 245 on the bar. This prevented injury and made my workouts a lot more consistent over the long run. Next up, we have Romanian deadlifts for 3 sets of 10. I like to stay in the 5 to 8 rep range because it allows me to go slower and focus on the tension on my muscles, so that's why you see me doing lower reps. However, I'm making it a point to go down slowly against gravity as much as possible. Now we have single leg presses, but my gym only had regular leg presses with 2 legs, so I had to adapt. Starting out in the gym, I actually had too much range of motion on my leg presses, which caused me to injure my knee. So make sure you're coming down to about a 90-degree angle in your legs before pressing back up. The next exercise in the leg workout is leg extensions, but I had to move away from that by doing more sets on the leg presses because I felt that the leg extensions were hurting my knees when I played tennis. So instead, I would go straight to seated hamstring curls. Now we have machine calf raises. For the record, I would like to say that Jeff's calves are absolutely huge. I'm trying to get there one day by going up and down on the calf raises slowly and squeezing them throughout the entire rep. Another cool thing that I've implemented that I found from Noel Daizo's channel was to point my toes inward for a set and then point my toes outward for a set to target all parts of the calf. Then, to finish off leg day, I opt for hanging leg circles and hanging leg raises instead of the ab exercise in the video because the hanging variations have been recommended by many fitness YouTubers, including Jeff. I feel like the hanging variations target my abs a bit more, although it can be a bit more difficult. On day 2 we have our first push day. And here we're starting off first with the bench press. Some of the most helpful things I've incorporated into my bench was to not bring the weight straight up and down, but to rather have a path slightly curved so that it lands right above my sternum. Also, I'm using leg drive that pushes horizontally towards me rather than straight up. On exercise 2, we have machine shoulder presses. I'm really trying to bring the weight down as slowly as possible once again, and make sure that I'm reaching full range of motion at the bottom. Now, before you guys dip from this video, I have dips for 3 sets of around 12 to 15. I think Jeff's use of bodyweight exercises are a great supplement to the other weight-based material. Then finally, for the last 3 exercises, I changed my tricep work to something I found on JPG coaching, which is more enjoyable to me and less prone to injury, while I also kept the same lateral raises towards the end. Don't be afraid to change the workout when necessary. After all, the best workout is something that you can stay consistent to for the long run. It's time for pull day 1. I'm doing these with pure body weight while Jeff is being a mega chad and using a weight belt. Looking over my pull-up form is kinda sus. I'm swinging a bit more than I should, so that's definitely something I plan on working on in the future. On to the seated cable row. Jeff has some fancy grip, but I opted for a regular grip with 2 handles. I'm really trying to pull the weight as close as I can to my belly button while controlling it the whole way. My ultimate goal throughout every exercise is to control the weight and never let it control me. You already know what time it is. It's cable pullover time. The cable pullover is a great way to focus on time under tension, and that's exactly what I'm trying to achieve with every single rep. Next is hammer cheat curls. I actually saw a video from Max Uceda for a forearm workout in which he used hammer curls, and I thought that doing hammer curls slow instead of cheating would be a better way to target my forearms instead. Technique is something that I'm really big on, and I don't like progressing in weight until my technique is perfect. Also, it looks like I'm staring in the mirror for this, but I'm literally staring directly into a wall, so I was fighting demons here. Finally, we got incline dumbbell curls to end off pull day 1. Honestly, incline curls are a really solid option to target the biceps, and they've been something that I've enjoyed doing throughout this entire year. Once again, I'm trying my best to resist gravity when letting the weight fall down. In addition, notice how I'm doing the weights one at a time. I felt like this allowed me to take on the most weight because the balance of my body would allow me to take on more weight with only one arm at a time. Okay, now it's time for leg day 2. First exercise we have up is deadlifts at 80% 1 rep max. I start out with a quick warm up with 135 on the bar. Notice how I'm trying to keep my back straight and core tight while driving my hips and knees at the same time. Then I move on to my repping weight, where I finish off the set. I used to do sumo deadlifts when repping, but I switched over to conventional to perfect my technique. And coming up we have hack squats for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Honestly, I like hack squats a little bit more than regular squats, but I think that the competition aspect of regular squats is what makes me keep doing them. And it's really cool to progress in hack squats as well as regular squats. Notice how I'm going up slowly and coming down slowly. This is really to put as much tension as I can on my legs, and without tension, your muscles won't grow. So for the next exercise, which is single leg hip thrust, I actually substituted it for the booty builder machine. I know this kind of sus, but never forget to skip glutes. And to finish off, we have some hamstring workouts, but the thing was that my gym really didn't have this equipment, so I just did the regular hamstring curls on the machine again. Then for the calves, I just did the standing calf raises again. While for my abs, I did something called a cable crunch, which I'll show you guys right here. I used to be someone who did those 10-minute ab workouts on YouTube, but the thing was that treating my abs like a regular muscle with cable crunches and hanging leg raises with progressive overload helped my abs a lot more. And finally we got push day 2. For the first exercise we have overhead presses for 4 sets for 4 reps. I know you guys may get tired of hearing me say to go slowly, but technique is truly everything in the gym and can make or break progress. So it's no surprise that this is another exercise in which I go up and down as slowly as possible. And second, we got the close grip bench press. I changed this exercise up to an incline dumbbell press because I wanted to switch it up because I already did bench presses earlier in the week. A good tip that I got from JPG coaching was to take the weight down slowly and then explode up. And as always, I'm trying my best to push to failure here. What you know about cable crossovers? We got 3 sets for 10 to 12 reps. Whenever I reach the bottom in this movement, I basically squeeze my chest as hard as I possibly can to really get that muscle building effect. For this tricep exercise and the lateral raise exercise, I ended up just doing the same stuff from pull day 1. I personally felt that keeping that consistency with my lateral raises and my triceps and seeing progressive overload would end up being more beneficial. And I don't really know what this is, but my gym didn't have this machine, so I just opted to skip it. So sadly, the videos for pull day 2 got corrupted, but luckily I still have perspectives to share regarding the workout and Jeff Nippard as a whole.
So before I end off this video, I would just like to say that Jeff is an incredible content creator and I aspire to make videos like him one day. So I highly recommend checking out his channel and looking at his content. Another takeaway I have is that you shouldn't be afraid to change your workout and make changes when necessary and pull different workouts from different creators. This will create a workout that is truly your own, and nothing beats consistency when it comes to going to the gym. Starting out in the gym can be tough. You may feel like you don't belong, but the truth is that everyone starts somewhere, even the biggest guy in the gym. Believe me, nobody cares if you're in there doing the lowest weight that you can to perfect your technique. And if anyone does care, they're probably just super narcissistic and they have their own problems to deal with anyway. Start small and track progressive overload over time. An app that I use for this is called Strong, which helps me track progressive overload so I know that I'm making progress every time I go to the gym. If you guys don't know what progressive overload is, it's simply the act of hitting new weights and new reps until failure every time you go to the gym. To me, I don't go to the gym to stay in shape. I go to the gym to become stronger, better, and faster. Anyways, it's great knowing that I've been going to the gym for almost an entire year. Thank you guys for checking out my channel, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next week.